Good morning, Nichols Elementary School. This is Miss Welch here with your morning announcements. Today is Wednesday, May 27th. Please stand for a moment of silence. Please remain standing and join me with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So, as I mentioned, today is Wednesday, May 27th. Now, as you probably already figured out, I do record this on a different day. But nonetheless, it has been such a nice weekend. There were so many nice days with sun and the Memorial Day, and I hope some of you got to celebrate. And if you went to my Google Classroom, you would have seen that I posted a video that was actually from both the band directors at Bunnell High School and at Stratford High School. And they had the students perform some songs for Memorial Day. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go on over there and watch the video. And I know some of you noticed that some of those students were students that either went to Nichols or they were students that came to Nichols and helped out in the classrooms. So that was really cool. If you also notice, my hair is all wet. I went swimming. So I know that some of you have been enjoying this nice weather, and maybe if you have a pool, you've enjoyed the pool. Maybe if you have a sprinkler, you've enjoyed running through the sprinkler. So I'm hoping that over this weekend, you got a chance to go outside and enjoy some of the weather. In other news, going through and taking a look at what today is in the national whatever it is day. Last week I shared with you when it was Rescue Dog Day. Today is National Grape Popsicle Day. Now, this is a big thing. Unfortunately, I don't have any grape popsicles. I also really don't like grape popsicles. It tastes like the grape-flavored medicine I used to get when I was little. However, I feel like if you can, and you have a popsicle, you should still be able to celebrate this national holiday by eating a popsicle, even if you don't have a grape popsicle. That was your national day of the week that I try to share whenever we have our morning announcements. Next, I have some really exciting shares this week. So I had one from Mrs. Stafford's class, which is really cool. So Mrs. Stafford shared with me that her class was truly inspired by Miss DeBlasi and Mrs. Diorio's TikTok dance challenge. I am awful at these TikTok dance challenge. I have tried. It's really tricky. I give you guys credit for those of you that can do it and for those of you that try. Just like in my classroom, I say it's important to put in the effort, and as long as you try, that's what matters, and that's what really matters. And I will be practicing, and I will get a TikTok dance down eventually. But back to what the conversation was originally about. Mrs. Stafford and her class decided that, you know what? If Mrs. DeBlasi and Mrs. Diorio could do this TikTok dance challenge, so could they. And as long as you believe in yourself, you can do anything. So let's see how awesome their TikTok dance is. Wasn't that awesome? That was so cool that they were able to do all of that. And I'm curious how long it took some of you to learn that dance. I know for me, I'm having a really hard time doing these dances. I'm really having a hard time learning them. So, congratulations to Mrs. Stafford's class for doing something really awesome and really tricky. Now, as I've also mentioned to you, If you have something that you would like to share, reach out to me and I might be able to put it in our morning announcements. And since, some of you maybe haven't been going outside a lot, maybe you've actually created new talents. Maybe you're like, oh man, I've learned how to draw really well, or you've been really practicing certain instruments to play, or maybe you've been getting good at swimming or riding a bike. I want to hear about it. We want to share some of the things that you are doing over this time of not being able to come into school. And one of our students in Mrs. Bedell's class, Ajaya, has decided that she was going to start drawing. And I think she actually enjoyed drawing beforehand. I remember her really liking art. So she went and she drew a really awesome picture of Ariana Grande. She captured the hair and everything, and she wanted to share it with us. So I've decided to post her drawing on our morning announcements. So really quick, here is Ajaya's photo. Nice job. So again, if you have something you want to share that you have been doing, now's the time. I am interested. I'm sure everyone is interested in some of the things that people are doing while they're not in school right now. So Ajaya, thank you again for your beautiful photo and picture that you had drawn. Keep up the good work. All right, so there will not be another morning announcement this week, but I will tell you there are a ton of morning announcements that are in for next week, so we're going to have quite a few of them. I may have to do more than 2. So we're going to see what happens because I have a lot of awesome shares that are coming in throughout this week that I would like to share with you next week. So there may be 3 videos, there may be 2. It depends on how long that I have to be able to put things together. So this is the conclusion of the morning announcements. Please remember, go onto your Google Classroom, make sure you're getting your work in. Make sure that you're completing everything, not just your normal classes, but make sure you're doing what you need for art, music, PE, and library. We have assignments that are out too. Make sure you're getting everything done for reading, writing, math, all of your different classes that you have to do. And then also make sure that you're taking a moment to relax, whether it's playing a game, whether it's just watching a movie. I recently watched the new Trolls movie. That was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I think it's Trolls World Tour. I'm reading books a lot more. I've been sitting down reading a lot. So take a moment to kind of just relax and do something for you. Maybe it's going outside for a walk. Maybe it's playing with your dog. But make sure you're doing that on top of making sure you get your work done. All right. You know what time it is. It's time for our Nichols chant. So join with me, grab someone that's standing near you, or yell for someone to come from a different room out and do it with you. Here we go. We're going to do our morning announcements. You just can't hide that Nichols pride. You can feel it whole school wide, from kindergarten to 6th grade classes. Our pride is so